Hi guys, hi. How's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I'm doing the finale of my deck of panning. This is the last month, the last update for Deck of Panning 2023. Great news is that Emily is planning on bringing it back next year. I will be participating next year. I'm so excited, but we won't be drawing any cards today, which feels very strange. But I will be walking you through all the things I accomplished in my Deck of Panning series. And for those of you who are interested in potentially taking part in it next year, I will have all the information linked down in the description box. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high and colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta Beauty. I get a lot of education in my position. I like to bring you that education here, but ultimately I'm just out here talking about makeup because I like to talk about makeup. It's my happy spot. I hope that it's also your happy spot and you find everything that you need to find here on my channel. I would love to welcome you in as a new YouTube family member. And with that said, let's roll into this Deck of Panning 2023 finale. And it feels weird sitting here without my deck of cards in front of me, my rollouts versus my, products that I know I need to keep in here. It feels very strange to be finalizing this project right now, but I also finalized my project pan earlier this month because I think it's smart just to take a minute and just be able to kind of cruise through your collection the last month, right? From December to January, when all things just start going gung-ho all over again for the new calendar year. And I do have some stats for you in terms of this deck of panning, so I'll be able to end it out with some stats for you. With that said, let's talk about the products that I still had left over last month, and here we are. Okay, so first and foremost, we had the Benefit Butter Balm. This is a lip balm that has a little bit of a tint to it. And this one is in the shade Desert Bronze, which has this kind of mauve-y brown tone to it. And I really did enjoy this, so to speak. I loved the color of it. And what I have found is that I don't really love the formulation of Benefit balms. I have some of their California Kissin' balms as well. I have 3 of those, which I've used, but I don't love. I feel like their lip balms make my lips feel much more dry than they did when I first started utilizing the product. I did roll this in, I think 2 updates ago. I gave myself a 20 use goal on it, and I ended up hitting that 20 uses. Rolling into December, I had only had 8 uses on it. How I utilized it was just making sure that it was on my vanity on this table here, so that when I came in to do my makeup, whenever I came in to do my makeup, I would just put it on my lips and call it the balm for the moment, because I found that if I wear this all day, if it's my all day balm, if it's my purse balm, it makes my lips feel super dry. So I do and will continue to use it in my collection. It just probably won't be one that I pull very often, but it will go back into rotation in my collection. The next thing I have is the Jaunty Blue eyeliner. This is just a brown eyeliner. It is in the shade Espresso, I do believe. Nope, it's just called dark brown. I have sharpened it twice since being in rotation in this deck of panning. I did have a 20 usage goal to hit when I rolled it in, I think a couple of updates ago. I had 10 uses on it when we rolled into December. I needed 10 more uses on it, and I actually used it 14 more times the last time, including today. Such an easy eyeliner to put onto your waterline and into your tight line as well. and it's not as stark as a black, right? So it's going to give you kind of like that muted, like almost airbrush look to the line around your eyes because it is a brown. I really like this eyeliner. It's not my favorite probably in terms of formulation. I don't think that it lasts super long, and I also don't feel like it's soft enough to use all the time on my tightline, my waterline. It doesn't, like, it takes a minute to warm it up to get it to transfer from the pencil onto my waterline. It's not necessarily a bad pencil. I don't feel like I'm scraping as I'm like going over and over and over again on my tightline, but it's also not my favorite. I do like a much creamier formula, one that has ease of transfer onto my tightline, my waterline. But what I have found with those is that they typically last less long than this one did. Is that proper grammar? Who knows? I don't know. With that said, I did use it. I will continue to have it in my collection. I do believe it's on my plan to pan for next year. And if not, it should be. Why shouldn't it be? But I did get 24 uses out of that item while it was in the deck of panning this last couple months, which is more than I think I've gotten out of it all, the history of it being in my collection. The next thing we had was the Urban Decay highlighter in Sin. I do think I rolled this in a couple of updates ago as well. This is probably my oldest highlight in my collection. Funny story that you've probably heard 800 times if you've been on this channel long enough. I did think that this was my very first piece of PR because Urban Decay sent it to me and I was like, why did I get this? Turns out I was part of their points program, and they sent it to me as a birthday gift, not PR. And it was right after I started YouTube, so I was like, oh, PR. It wasn't PR. Very humbling experience. With that said, this highlight has seen some use in my collection, right? It's been part of a project pan for, multiple times since I brought it into my collection 6 years ago at this point. Crazy sauce. At the last update, I had only used it 4 times and I needed 15 uses to roll it out. So obviously it wasn't going anywhere. I have seen some expansion of the pan in this highlighter, so that makes me happy. I've only used it 6 additional times, so I definitely didn't get my 15 uses out of it, but I did get 10. And that makes me happy. Coming from a person who rarely wears highlight anymore, especially not one that is this like really stark, it makes me happy that I did get at least 10 uses out of it. And I will say that those uses largely came from inner corner highlight and brow bone, not really all over the face. It is very powdery. You can tell it's an old highlight in my collection because I can definitely see the powdery nature of it. But if you remember correctly, when we put this into deca panning, this like kind of like trough that I dug my nail through the product was pretty deep. And now it's seen like there are some areas of that trough where it is completely flat and flush to the other areas of the highlighter. So I'm pretty happy with the usage that I got out of that product in this deck of panning. The next item was this, and it is the Ahava moisturizer. I rolled in this Ahava Essential Day moisturizer for, I think it was for a cream product. I cannot remember, but my goal on this was 20 uses, and I indeed got 20 uses out of it. I think when we rolled it into this deck of panning, I'd only used it like a couple of times, and if my calculations or my feel is correct, we're about down to here right now, which is super nice because it was relatively new when I rolled it in. Just like the Butter Balm, when I came in to do my makeup, every time I came in to do my makeup, I would put on this moisturizer on my hands, on my arms, and then I would put this on my lips, and then we would call it good. So this did get those 20 uses. So that would be a product that I would be rolling out again this time and have hit my goal on. And then the last product was the LA Girl Green Color Corrector. I do believe that this was rolled in for a favorite color. My favorite color is green. So I rolled in this LA Girl Pro Conceal Green Color Corrector, and I put on it a 5-time use goal, and I was able to hit that 5-time use goal. What I've realized since having it in Deck of Panning this last month is that I'm not as red as I used to think I was. And I don't know, here I am very red. I don't know what goes on. I think this is sun damage, if I'm honest with you. But my face, my cheeks, they're not red. So maybe using this on my chest would be a good thought process. I can never match my face to my chest because my face is always very, very pale. My neck is always very, very red. I did get the 5-use goal on this, whether I was using it on my face or my neck or wherever, my chest, wherever I was using it. I did hit my goal on that. So if we were rolling into next month, if we were pulling new cards, I would have 4 items that I had hit my goal on. Oh, wait, I have one more item I forgot all about, and that is the story of its life in this project because I forgot all about it. I got 2 uses out of it right off the bat and then called it non-existent in my brain. And that is the Bite Beauty lipstick in Chai. This is just a mini, and it is really, really pretty. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade, but I used it twice right after we rolled it in, and I had a 10-use goal on it. So I did not meet my goal on this product. So if we were ending Deck of Panning right now and rolling new cards, I would be rolling 4 cards because I do have 6 items in my Deck of Panning, and I would have 2 items rolling into the next month. With that said, this is the finale. So I'm really happy with having finished 4 of the 6 products that were in the Deck of Panning for, November to December. And I mean, really just quite enamored by the sheer usage of my products that I got through utilizing this project. And I'm really so excited that it's coming back. I know the year before, when I had watched it for 12 full months from everybody I was watching it from, Emily had stated that she didn't know if she was bringing it back, and she did. So I jumped on it and I was like, heck yes, I need to be a part of this Deck of Panning. This sounds like so much fun, and it totally is. So I'm so glad she brought it back. But I was fearful all year long that because she wasn't potentially going to bring it back in 2023, that she definitely wouldn't in 2024. So it makes my soul happy that she is bringing it back for 2024. For my Deck of Panning finale, I wanted to go over a few little tidbits of information with you guys, and just, some goals that I reached, some things that I'm really happy about. I do 2 projects on my channel, my Project Pan and my Deck of Panning. This one is usage goal. The other one is completionist. Through this Project Pan, I rolled in 38 different products from my inventory, which I'm super excited about. Some of them were skincare, so you wouldn't see it as far as like products that I've emptied or whatnot. You might see it as products that I've emptied in my year of empties, but they don't calculate into my makeup inventory. And I don't keep an inventory of skincare, which I really should, because I've got a ton of skincare because I work at Ulta and get a ton of gratis. So 38 individual products got a ton of use for me throughout this Deck of Panning project. I completed 36 product usage goals through this project, and the range on usage goals for me were somewhere between 5 and 30 uses on those products, but the median average was about 15 uses per product that I brought into this game. So 38 items, 36 of those saw at least 15 uses, which is crazy sauce. I finished 8 different beauty products, 8 different makeup inventory products through this deck of panning game. So excited about that. I did realize that one of the products that I brought in, I actually had an allergy to. It was the Too Faced lip injection. It was a product that I didn't like in the first place. It was a product that I had actually multiples of in my collection. So I decluttered every single one of them because I had an allergic reaction to it, and y'all were like, stop using it. I rolled the Joker into this project 3 times. I really feel like I was the person who had the most roll-ins of a Joker product. 3 different products that I didn't want to pan, and those products were a pigment by Naked Cosmetics that I almost completed and that I learned how to use as a fingernail polish. So I learned that you can make eyeshadows into fingernail polishes through this project. I got some really great usage out of a red lip, which I never ever wear red lips. Says me who's wearing a red lip today, but it's a stain. So there's that. And I also rolled in that lip injection and realized I had an allergy. So that rolling the Joker in was 8% of the cards that I had to roll in. Jokers maintained 8% of that. With that said, I only rolled in 5 total face cards the entire year. And that was 13%. So to have 1 Joker in the deck and have that be 8% of my total roll-ins, and to have multiple, like 4 face cards for every, so 16 face cards in the deck, and to have the face cards be 13% of my roll-ins, that is just wild to me. That was a wild percentage. I missed 1 month of doing this because I moved this year, but after all of that said and done, I did roll in 38 products that got a good amount of usage in my inventory that probably would not have seen usage otherwise. I did complete 36 product goals out of 38 items. That's 95% completed to fruition. Success, you guys. That's amazing. And out of those 38 products, I emptied 8 products. I emptied 21% of what I rolled into this project. I am so excited about all that being said. Like, this was a super successful project for me, and I am so excited it's coming back. So with that said, that's it. That's the finale of my deck of panning for the year 2023. I hope that you will stay tuned for 2024. These updates are on the 20th of every single month, so you will see January's roll-ins and an intro video on the 20th of January, and I'm just really so excited to roll into a new year of deck of panning. I've also met a lot of creators I wouldn't have met otherwise through this game. So thank you so much, Emily, for such an amazing game. I had a lot of fun playing it this year. I cannot wait to play it next year. And with that said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you and yours are well, that you are all healthy, safe, and getting along as best as you can in this crazy world. I hope that the holiday season is treating you kindly. Only a few more days and it's gone. It's over. We're done with it until next year. I hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye, friends.